After the sad event of 9/11, I am convinced many times when people are called terrorists, they are not actually terrorists, they are just framed to be so. Such is the case with chocolate. So today we will put the chocolate to test, if it is good or is it bad. Watch the video till the end, because by the end of this video you will have many pointers on how to convince your mom to give you more chocolate next time you are served the dessert. And subscribe to our channel, also click the bell icon right with it, so you get immediate notification of all these wonderful, healthy, informative videos. As a bonus, I'll give you a wonderful chocolate recipe that everyone will like, irrespective of their age. So we'll start right after the intro. Assalamualaikum wonderful people, I am Dr. Asma Mahmood. Chocolate is not bad, but if you add milk with it, milk is going to stop the absorption of all and any nutrients that are present. And chocolate is chock full of nutrients like antioxidants. But these antioxidants cannot reach your bloodstream if there is milk with it. So never take your chocolate with milk. But you must have noticed that most of the kids and adults who take chocolate take it in the form of a milk chocolate, or even chocolate milk as a drink. So here I have two chocolates. One is the dairy milk chocolate and the other is 99% Lindt dark chocolate. Dairy milk chocolate is only 100 rupees for 100 gram of bar, and the Lindt chocolate is about 1000 rupees. So let's see why. Let's see the ingredients. Okay, so this is the milk chocolate, and you can see the first ingredient is sugar. Usually the most abundant ingredient is mentioned first. Then we have some vegetable fats, that is vegetable oil, which is cheap and which is processed, which is not a good option. Okay, and somewhere down the list there is cocoa butter or cocoa mass. Now if we see the Lindt chocolate, the first ingredient is cocoa mass, okay, or cocoa butter, which is basically chocolate, which will give you all the benefits of the chocolate. Okay, there is minimal sugar. So as a general rule, if you want actual chocolate in your bar of chocolate, it should be more than 80% chocolate at least. Okay, it can be more. Now let's compare the nutritional profile of both of these chocolates. The milk chocolate has 57 grams of carbohydrates in a 100 gram bar. Okay, and the dark chocolate has only 8 gram of carbohydrates in a 100 gram. So as you can see, the milk chocolate has three major culprits which are responsible for it being unhealthy. First of all, it has a lot of sugar in it, which will spike the insulin, cause insulin resistance, and it is not good for diabetics. Secondly, it has processed oils, which are basically sticky fats. These sticky fats can be the cause of heart disease, brain disease, depends on where they go and stick themselves. Thirdly, they have milk in it, and that milk will stop the absorption of any or all nutrients. So now I'm going to share a recipe with you which is milkless, which is dairy free. It will give you all the benefits of the chocolate, and it is sugar free. It is not going to make you fat. It is chemical free. It is not going to cause any allergy or IBS or any stomach issues. So we'll start with the recipe. So for this healthy chocolate pudding recipe, we need 10 eggs, and believe it or not, all these eggs are from my own chickens. Anyway, break all these eggs in a blender jug and be careful, do not create a mess, otherwise your mom won't be happy. In this blender jug, we will add about 200 ml or 2 cups of coconut milk. You can make coconut milk yourself at home. I shared a 1-minute quick video recipe just a few days back. Do view it on our YouTube channel and the link above. Anyway, if you are using a can, make sure that it is BPA free. In addition to this, you add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and I am adding 2 tablespoons of stevia. If you are a diabetic or planning to lose weight or doing keto diet, you can use any of the healthy sweeteners like stevia, erythritol or monk fruit. If you are making this for kids, use honey, because honey is a very healthy sweetener. This is the fun of making things at home, you know. You can customize it as per your liking. Now I am adding 50 grams of 90% Lindt chocolate. Interestingly enough, they did a research on about 500 men for 15 years, and they found that the men who consumed dark chocolate had a 50% lower risk of heart diseases. So chocolate is very heart healthy, you know. And it has also been found that it improves the brain function, especially in the elderly. It also improves the cholesterol profile because it improves the levels of HDL cholesterol, which is actually a good cholesterol. So all in all, dark chocolate is a miracle food because it is not only tasty, it is super healthy, especially for young people and very old people. Anyway, these 4 ingredients are all what you need to make your delicious chocolate pudding. Blend this all together and then take your mold in which you are gonna bake this pudding. I am taking a silicone mold. Although silicone is non-stick, still I am greasing it with extra virgin olive oil because this is very crucial step, guys. If your pudding does not come out of the mold intact, if it breaks during coming out, all your efforts are like gone to drain. After thoroughly greasing it, you can add sugar free chocolate syrup if you wish to, but I am adding honey because honey is a healthier option and it is good if you are not diabetic or not wanting to lose weight. Whatever you use it abundantly because we need this pudding to come out intact without breaking. Actually, you can also reduce the recipe to half. I have made it with 10 eggs because I have such a big mold. You can reduce it in half easily. Anyway, once you are done with your liberal greasing, put the mold in a bigger dish which has raised ends because we need to put water in the bigger dish. So after adding water to the bigger dish and your blended pudding batter to your pudding mold, you bake it at 160 degrees Celsius or 325 degree Fahrenheit for 55 minutes or till the skewer comes out clean. Now don't eat it just yet, leave it to cool down. Once it has cooled down, it will come out of the mold very easily without breaking. You can chill it in the fridge for about 6 hours and eat it as such, but my mom always says your food should not only taste good, it should look good also. So for that reason I'm gonna decorate it, and believe me, it is really easy. All you need is 1 cup of a whipping cream, add to it a teaspoon of stevia, a teaspoon of vanilla essence, just whip it up and just like that your icing is ready. Now take a piping bag, pour your whipping cream into the piping bag. You see this nozzle is going to make all of the difference. Now on my pudding I just chilled it overnight and now I'm making simple florets. First I put some florets on the top of the pudding, then I put some florets on the sides of the pudding, and as you can see the status of my pudding, it has improved from lower class to like elite class. Now it looks royal. To give it an extra royal look, you can add some chocolate pieces or some cherries, whatever you like. Just chill it out and then serve it to whomever you want and they will love it. I'll just cut out a piece for you. It is chilled, it is cold, it is sweet, and it is really yummy and it's really healthy. I can only show you the cross section of this pudding. To experience the taste of this pudding and get the health benefits of these puddings, you will have to make it yourself. And as you can see, it looks wonderful inside and outside. We have shared a wonderfully simple recipe that anyone can make, even a baby can make it. Okay, so let me know if you made this recipe, how much you liked it. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Till we meet next time, take care. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.